All right, we have Sarah on the line from Oklahoma. Sarah, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. What's going on?
I needed some Christy wisdom for my next
Let's have it.
I'm leaving my family business. I am also a homemaker with small children, and I need to bring in some income. Obviously, I need some flexibility. My husband's job has no flexibility, so I'm mama. And I'm just a little bit lost. How do you do this? I don't know how to do this anymore because I've been in my family business for so long.
Totally. So are you focused on the idea here? You're saying like, how do we find an idea before we even get started?
An idea or an income. I don't even know how to look for a job anymore. I don't know all the new things.
Sure. Okay. Well, that's a big question, Sarah. I like it. Let's dig into it. No, it's great. So there's a couple different ways you could go about this. If you want complete flexibility, then starting a side business from home, a home-based business, a freelance business, where you charge for your skills, your knowledge, that type of thing, a service-based business. Mm-hmm. That's a great way to do it because when you run the business and you don't work for a company, then you set the hours, you set the schedule, you set the how busy it gets, how crazy it gets. You can stop taking clients if you don't want any more, if you're maxed out. So there are a lot of jobs where you can work from home and have some flexibility. Ken Coleman is great at helping people find their dream career and that type of thing. If you wanted to go the traditional route of working for a company, part-time or full-time, at home or with flexibility, that type of thing. But if you want complete freedom, and we know it's not complete freedom when you're running a business because you're responsible to yourself and the business, but you do get to set what that looks like. You set the hours, you set the pricing, you set the amount of customers you help and that type of thing. So if that's something you're interested in doing, what I would encourage you to do, Sarah, is to start with what you have. And really what's great is this is a good way to even approach looking at a career if you wanted to consider that option. But I tell people start with what you have. So your skills, your strengths, and your stuff. And what's interesting is when you start with what you have, it can give you an idea for a business. So let's just do this live right now, Sarah, just for fun. What do you have experience in? What are some of your skills? What are some of your strengths that you're really good at or skills that you have background, education, experience, that type of thing? What are some of those things?
I have an English degree. I've been an event planner for 13 years. I spray tan all my friends.
I love it. Spray tan, English degree, event planner. You are a Jane of all trades.
Well, the spray tanning came because I think of vanity, but and then I have experience doing books for businesses. Okay.
Of those four things you just mentioned, is there one of them that you're like, this is the most fun? This is the most exciting to me. If I could pick any one of these just based on what I like to do, this is the one I would pick to continue to pursue in some fashion.
Oh gosh, I'm a little bit lost. I don't know anymore. I haven't thought about that in so long. I'm going to have to think about that.
That's okay. Well, here's what's great. I would just give you the encouragement to start there. So it can be really overwhelming when you start to think of like, I've got to start a business and I have to support my family on this business and I've got to have a big business plan and I have to have, a 10-year goals and vision. All that can feel overwhelming. I want to encourage you to look inside yourself, Sarah, and look around you at the things that you have. You have a computer, you can write, you have an English degree, maybe you have a swimming pool, you could teach some lessons, you have a sewing machine, you can sew, you have a spray tan booth, you can spray tan, your friends. When you look around you and look inside of you and you start with what you have, your skills, your strengths, and your stuff, you make it so easy on yourself to win. You make it so easy on yourself to earn a profit quickly. You make it so easy on yourself to gain momentum, to gain clients, to become known for something in the marketplace. You start with a higher level of confidence because you've already done this thing. You're not going out trying to take classes on a totally new skill or idea, trying to branch into an industry you know nothing about. You're starting so much further ahead. You're giving yourself such a great jumping off point. And so I would just encourage you to start there. Start with what you have. And this is for any of you all that are in that same position where you're like, I want to do something, but I'm not sure what. Start with what you have. Look at the skills you have. Your skills would be your education, your experience, your credentials, your certifications, anything like that. Your strengths, so your gifts and talents. What are you just naturally good at? Maybe you've never had a job doing it, but you're just really good at doing spray tanning, or you're really good at singing, you're really good at doing hair, you're really good at landscaping. Look at your strengths and then look at your stuff. What types of things around you could you maybe monetize? I know it sounds silly, but years ago I lived on a farm. That farm had an 11-stall barn. I saw that 11-stall barn and a house I couldn't afford, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to start a horse boarding business. I'm going to board horses to help pay my rent, and that's exactly what I did. So I looked at my stuff. I had a barn in that case. So starting with what you have will give you not only ideas for a potential business, but it will help you bring that idea to life even sooner. That's such a great question.